Hey guys, this is Stacy from eatthebite.com, and today I'm making a fantastic dinner for two, stuffed chicken breast with mushrooms, spinach, and Gouda. This is a mushroom lover's delight and pretty easy to make. We're going to pound some chicken, cook some awesome mushrooms, garlic, and onion, take these three things and stuff the chicken, fold the chicken, bake the chicken, add a little more cheese because cheese is awesome. Then we're going to plate it, serve it with your favorite veggies, and enjoy your dinner for two. So, let me show you how to make it. We'll start with one medium garlic clove that we'll finely dice. I usually slice it into thin rounds, then dice it down into smaller bits from there. You can set that aside for now. Next, just take a small chunk of an onion, cut it into thin slices, rotate the pile of slices so that we can dice it down into smaller fine bits like you see here. So, once you have your garlic and your onion, you can set that aside and we're going to work on the mushrooms. I'm using baby bellas, also known as creminis, for this, which you will need to wash. Then we're going to blot the mushrooms and rub them gently with paper towel until they're dry. I've had a pan heating with olive oil and butter, and we're going to add those mushrooms to the pan. You want to give them a good toss around so they get coated in that olive oil and butter. Once you've tossed a coat, we're going to try to arrange the mushrooms so they're laying flat in the pan. Once they're all flat, we're going to let them cook for 2 to 3 minutes so some of the juices come out of the mushroom and they start to brown. After a couple of minutes, we're going to give them a toss. Now it's time to add that finely diced garlic and onion. We're going to mix everything until it's well combined here, probably for another minute or so. Then we're going to season it with a little bit of salt and pepper. Give it one final mix and let it cook about another 30 seconds. And now we'll set that aside to cool while we get our chicken ready. Boneless breast of chicken is pretty lean, but I will take a moment to trim off any fat I see around the edges. And next, we do need to butterfly the chicken. So we're going to slice it lengthwise like this, but don't cut it all the way through. We're butterflying it like you see here. Next, we're going to do the same with our other piece of chicken. We'll slice it lengthwise down the side, and then gently press it flat on your cutting board. We're going to cover that with some plastic wrap, and you'll need to pound this down to about 1/4 inch in thickness so it's easier to stuff and fold. Next, we'll season the chicken with some salt and pepper, and I am going to go ahead and flip the chicken pieces over and season the other side with a little bit of salt and pepper as well. I'll also give a few shakes of dried thyme on one side of each piece of chicken. And we'll set that aside for now. I've got a chunk of Gouda cheese, and I'm going to remove that red, weird, waxy thing from around the side. And I'm going to go ahead and slice 2 1/4-inch rectangle slices per piece of chicken. So we'll have 4 slices total like this when we're done. Now I'm taking 2 large spinach leaves and overlapping them like you see here. And I'll do the same for the other piece of chicken. And that's it. We've got our spinach, sliced Gouda cheese, and mushroom garlic onion combo, and it's all going inside our chicken breasts. Make sure the side of the chicken with the dried thyme will be facing out when we fold it. After that, I'll take the spinach leaves and place them on top of the butterfly chicken. Then we'll put our cheese on top of the spinach. And lastly, the mushrooms. We're going to add a couple of spoonfuls of mushrooms on top of the cheese, as many as you can fit and still be able to fold the chicken closed. And we'll save some of the mushrooms to serve on the side. Press the ingredients gently with one hand and fold over with the other. Next, we'll add the chicken back into that mushroom pan. And we're going to cook the chicken in a preheated oven at 425 degrees for about 15 minutes. While the chicken is cooking, you can shred a bit more cheese if you like, and right at the end of the cooking process, add a little more cheese to the top, melt it in the oven a minute or two, and you're ready to serve. For plating, I spooned a little more mushrooms on the top, and I served with some pan-steamed carrots. You can choose your favorite veggies here, and top with some fresh parsley for garnish if you like. It is optional. Let's take a closer look at our delicious dinner for two. I hope you give this one a try and enjoy it as much as I do. And if you enjoy cooking for two, you should definitely check out my dinner for two chicken Kiev and also my steak au poivre with potatoes au gratin. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Okay, so now I'm going to take my paper towel and I am just going to blot those. I'm just going to toss them around a little bit and blot some of the water off of them. And I think it's going to be okay. It's all gonna be okay, guys. You heard it here first. Everything's gonna be okay, not just with the mushrooms, with everything. It's all gonna be okay. It is.